Today, I want to talk about how to stop being delusional in trading. Now, there's such thing as hard work and being someone that's very persistent in trading, but there's also such thing as actual delusion in trading. Now, you may wonder, what is delusion in trading? To keep it simply short, delusion in trading is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting the same results. If you are someone that continuously loses in trading, but you're not changing anything about either your psychology or the emotions or decisions that you're making on the charts from a technical perspective only, you're going to continue losing. Nothing's going to change. And I'm here, like I said, my channel here is to be very transparent with you guys, help you guys out, because I know how hard it is to go from a struggling trader, losing a lot of money, digging a very deep hole for yourself, because I dug an extremely deep hole for myself. I lost everything I had saved up from my job. And for those that are new to my channel, prior to trading, I had a 9-to-5 warehouse job, making minimum wage, and it was awful. The hours are awful, wake up super early, and it was not it. If you ever worked a retail job like that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you serve no purpose either. Well, you do serve purpose, but the purpose is very little. I want to have a bigger purpose on this planet and not a small purpose, not have a small purpose. So, like I said, you know, if you're doing the same thing over and over again, this is why you guys got to journal your trades. If you are journaling your trades and you're looking through what you're doing every day, that's going to help you identify areas to improve on your trading. But if you continuously repeat the same thing over and over again and continuously lose, thinking that the more you lose, the faster you become profitable, that is unfortunately not true at all and nowhere close to the truth, and you're just never going to escape the rat race, because you are just like a mice running around in his cartwheel, whatever you guys want to call that. So journal your trades and you will start noticing patterns that you're making that are losing you money or not as optimal. Now, there's a difference between someone that's unprofitable versus someone that is profitable but slightly. There's nothing wrong with being slightly profitable. All you have to do is just add leverage, expand, scale to multiple accounts. That's all you got to do if you're slightly profitable. You don't need a crazy edge like mine. You don't need to make 100 or so a month. If you make 10 RR a month, you are already better than 90% of traders. I don't know if you'll realize that. You're already better than 90% of traders if you're making 10 RR a month because you're profitable. Matter of fact, if you're a break-even trader, that is a very good place to be. That is where, looking through your journal, making a few tweaks and adjustments to either your psychology or your strategy, you will become profitable. That's it. And add leveraging across multiple different prop firms, and you are good to go. You are good to go. So, like I said, journaling is super important. I wish I journaled more meticulously when I started trading. You know, back in the day when I used to journal my trades, I used to write the ticker, I used to write, the trade, put a screenshot, and buy or sell, whatever. I wouldn't put any specific details though on the trade. I would just log the trade, win or loss. No. You gotta start logging your trades as if it's your job. You gotta be as specific as possible to each trade journal entry you put in. If it's not specific and someone can't understand why you took this trade, what's the point of the journal? It doesn't do anything. It really doesn't. So you gotta ask yourself, is my journal meticulous? Are my trades specific enough? If they're not, I need to go back and either change those, edit my journal, or for the future trades, I gotta put that in the back of my mind. Because I promise you, it will help significantly, knowing what your mistakes are. If you don't know what your mistakes are, there's no point in live trading anymore, in my opinion. You should go back to bad testing and figure it out. Because until you figure it out, you're just gonna throw money into the markets and you're gonna become liquidity. As cringe as that sounds, I hate saying you're gonna become liquidity. It's it sounds cringe, but that is how market makers and other people and other market participants that are actually profitable see you. They do see you as liquidity. For someone to lose or win money in the market, someone else on the other side has to lose. For every buyer, there must be a seller. The same way with winners and losers. Trading in general is a zero-sum game, but how come, if it's a zero-sum game, shouldn't most people be break even? You know, that's something that I've always came across my mind back in the day. And I realized it's not actually a zero-sum game. By definition, sure it is, but reality is it's actually not. There's people that are consistently profitable like me and many of my students that are full-time trading now. And, you know, we're not break even. It's not a zero-sum game. There's people also losing money. If you're someone that's consistently losing money, 90% that are losing money, you know it's not a zero-sum game because you're not break even. You're losing money. You're net red. So how can you say it's a zero-sum game? You know what I mean? So taking that into mind, hope you guys do understand like what I'm trying to get to, my gist of today's video. Because I've reached out to many people, I've asked to see their journal, and guess what? You know, I've noticed a lot of people don't journal. You guys aren't taking this seriously enough, I'll be honest. A lot of people are not taking this seriously enough. Emotional trading is not the way to take trading seriously. And I can understand that because back in the day, I would think I took trading very seriously. I put in a lot of effort because I was so stubborn and I was so emotional in my trading. I was taking like 80 trades a day, 50 plus trades a day. And I wish I had screenshots. I might even have screenshots back in the day on my personal account where I'll just take tons and tons of setups a day. And it's like, where am I going with these setups? I'm not going anywhere with these setups. Are they actually benefiting me at all? Most times they're not. Alright, so we're gonna do a few polls here for you guys. Let me see if I can do a poll here. A little bit. Yeah, no, I can't do a poll in this area. Maybe we'll save that for another video. But regardless, if you guys do understand my point in today's video, because I want to help you guys out as much as possible, but I can't help traders out if you don't have a journal. If you can't tell me what you're doing wrong, that's fine. But you need to have a journal to at least log your winning and losing trades to determine, okay, these are trades setups that keep losing, or there's specific commonalities between my losing trades. That's another thing you want to look towards in your trading journal. Commonalities between losses. Because if you find commonalities, you start realizing, okay, if I can fix this or get rid of these setups, I'll be chilling. Yeah, I know y'all hear those pops. Absolutely devious. Anyway, hope you guys do enjoy today's video. I'm gonna go for a little night ride here, enjoy my night. Hope you guys do enjoy your night. Keep studying, keep grinding. Use the weekends to do your backtesting and studying. I don't recommend you study over the week if you're actively live trading. It's just a lot of things, emotionally, too much pressure. But that is what I did, to be fair, when I was locked in on my trading. So it depends on what you have going on. If you have a job still, and you don't have enough time and you have other responsibilities such as family, take care of your fam first before anything. Trading, you don't need to rush the process. Like I said, if it takes you 1 or 2 years to become profitable, so be it. Enjoy your life, be happy. I made a separate video talking about how happiness outside of charts is going to help you significantly in your trading, and you're just going to see, wow, this trading is actually this easy. It's actually this much easier, or much easier than I expected to become profitable if I just be more happy outside the charts. And I know it's very hard too, man. I know it's very hard when you have that big, deep financial hole that you dug yourself through. But I promise you, if you stick to it and be more meticulous about the actions you're taking every day, you will make it. Hope you guys do enjoy. If you want to learn more from me, click the link down below. I have 1 spot remaining for mentorship spots. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.